The bottom round flat, also known as the outside round, is comprised of a single muscle known in Latin as the biceps femoris. This is the exact same muscle that is found in the top sirloin cap, more commonly known as the culotte or picanha. As you can imagine, since the only difference between the thicker portion of the bottom round flat and the culotte is a knife mark, these two cuts actually perform very similarly in the kitchen. However, the muscle fibers do shift directions as you move further down the bottom round, such that the thinner portion does not have the same level of eating quality as does the thicker portion. But in this video, we will discuss some alternative merchandising strategies that will easily overcome this challenge. Before we get to that, it is important to know that the bottom round flat is sometimes called the whale's tail due to its unique shape. It also makes for an excellent alternative to a brisket as it handles smoke remarkably well, even though it is typically leaner. No matter how you are going to merchandise the bottom round, we would recommend starting by removing any of the thick silver skin or connective tissue which may be on the surface of this cut. You can then remove the thicker portion of the flat, which is commonly referred to as the rump. To do this, you should make a triangular cut, running your knife parallel with the muscle fibers. As we discussed, this portion can be roasted much like the culotte or picanha, or you could cut it into steaks, which will perform exceptionally well. To merchandise the remaining portion of the bottom round, you will first want to locate the seam of connective tissue which runs down the center. You can see that the muscle fibers are running in different directions on either side of this connective tissue. To create a more premium cut, you should consider cutting along the seam, and once this piece has been cut in two, you could use the larger piece for bottom round London broils or steaks. You may even consider tying this roast to create a very appealing, high-quality bottom round roast. Now that any remnants of connective tissue have been removed, you can merchandise the smaller piece in a similar way as long as you're cutting across the grain. To quickly summarize, with a few extra knife cuts, we are able to merchandise rump roast steaks, which still have a fat cap to provide more moisture during cooking, some bottom round London broils, and a couple center roasts, which could be tied for even more appeal. It is also important to note that the bottom round flat is a very high yielding cut that has little waste and trim.